Hello there, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. You're currently resting on a gluten-free package of Oreos. They're very tasty actually. Today is a little bit of a different video, not so kind of put together. This is more of a vlog style video, but I thought that I might sprinkle these kinds of videos into my content every now and again because there's a lot of stuff that I don't show you, like this new room I've never shown on my channel before, but I just figured it might be nice to do like a day in the life / week in the life of an artist video. I have a few things to do today. It's a very rainy day, that's why it's quite dark outside. So we have quite a few orders today. Usually my brother helps me with these. In fact, my brother mostly runs my store for me, which is really nice. But I figured today I would sort of show you the process of it. Maybe he'll come over later to help too. But most of these orders are generally going to be probably either this print or they're going to include paintbrushes of some kind. So I'm gonna sit and sign some of these. I actually just realized I only have 11 of these left in stock, so I'm gonna need to stock up on those. I will let him, he is very good at packaging stuff, so I'll let him do a majority of that. However, I'm still gonna do some packages here today. I also need to clean up. This room has been shifted about recently and there's just a mess everywhere. Look what I received today. The super not another, would you go away? The super not another crap kit. I am going to be doing a video on this, don't worry. I will leave a link to this in the description down below because I believe the end of September, around the 21st of September, is the cutoff for getting one of these. So I suppose I have ketchup literally on my, has that been there the whole time? I mean, yeah, it must have been. That's great. I just realised I didn't announce the winner for last Thursday Uploads paintbrush giveaway. The winner is on the screen right now. I will be in contact with you very soon. Thank you so much for entering. And as always, every single Thursday upload, and this isn't Thursday, but this is an exception, I will be giving away a set of my paintbrushes from my brand Artistic Bear Co. So if you would like to enter, all you need to do is make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and leave a comment down below telling me something that you liked about this video. Make sure you enter every Thursday upload until the end of the year. This is going to be a giveaway, and I announce the winner in the next video. I'm going to show you my little setup. But this is where I have a majority of my products so far. There's obviously going to be more coming soon. We need to plug this in. I still, for the life of me, do not understand how the heck this thing works. It's supposed to like update when you get an order, but it like doesn't friggin' work. So top shelf here, I have all of my my pencils here. I lost my other pencil. Then we got Don't Touch My Sketchbook. Yes, I drew that. These are my Powerpuff pencils. I accidentally made them Powerpuff Girl color. That was completely by accident. But here we have my two main selling stickers. Obviously, this is pathetic compared to what a lot of people have. I need to make some more designs. Actually, I'm gonna make some Halloween and Christmas ones later on my iPad. I've just realized that a lot of you might not know that this is actually like a second business thing that I do. So this is my Artistic Bear Co. business, which is pretty much where I sell like my paintbrushes and my pencils and stickers and everything. So on this shelf, this is where I have all of the individual brushes, pretty much all of the brush sets here. My manufacturer accidentally sent them all in these plastic containers, which I'm not happy about because I am very, very eco-friendly with my brand. The whole point of my brand is to be as eco-conscious and eco-friendly as I can make it right now. I actually have one tree planted for every paintbrush set that is sold, which reminds me, I need to do that. It's something I'm going to do once a year. So yeah, these are the individual brushes that I sell. Down here we have stacks and stacks of our 5-piece set. Down here is the packaging that I use for my paintbrushes. I had all of the sizing and the graphics and everything custom made. Boxes and some empty things for more stickers when they happen. This is my water activated tape. I do not have one of those fancy like tape dispensers where you just like, it shoots out and goes zzz, and then you just rip it. I just have this cheapy one I got from Amazon. I've just poured water on my leg. It literally just goes on this little rod and goes on there. Stick it under there. And basically, you put water in this little compartment there. Kind of gross, actually. It goes on there, and this, when it goes round, gets wet. So when you pull the tape, it activates it because it's like water activated tape. So yeah, you just like pull it, rip it, and sticks. And I know this is not art related, but I'm sure maybe some of you will relate to this. I have been really struggling the last couple of years with everything going on in the world. Like everyone. I, however, do take more precautions than most other people that I see, mainly because of, a lot of you know, my mum with her health and everything. So basically, I am very, very careful everywhere I go, and it's kind of like a calculated NASA level questioning in my head, like, oh, is it safe to go to this place? Every time I leave my house, I have like this ball of anxiety in my chest and almost guilt, because I am so paranoid and have been so paranoid for the last couple of years about being the one to get the thing and then give it to my mum. That's been my ultimate, like, I live every day with anxiety. When I leave the house and I'm around people, I have to be careful, and I'm okay with that. But I think my hormones have kind of been all over the place. I just feel like the world is never gonna feel normal for me. But yeah, if you've been struggling as well, let me know in the comments down below, because you're not alone in any means. I'm actually gonna talk a little bit about our sponsor today, BetterHelp. I actually, back in 2020, I actually signed up for BetterHelp, but I actually signed up for them because I was like, I need to talk to someone about this. And it kind of just helped because I didn't want to speak on the phone to anyone. I didn't want to really do FaceTime. I wasn't overly comfortable just kind of doing that even. They have like a live chat, which you can do to speak to somebody. Say what they will about BetterHelp. I found it very beneficial for me personally. And I will leave a bit more information about BetterHelp in the description below. And I'll also put an overlay here now too, if you're interested in looking it up.
With BetterHelp, you can access their network of over 20,000 licensed therapists. It's not a crisis line, it's not a self-help, it's professional therapy done securely online. They assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. Many places also require you to travel or even wait weeks, if not months, to actually speak to someone. When I first looked into it, I remember the wait was just weeks out. So BetterHelp really makes it possible for those who don't have the luxury of traditional therapy or don't have insurance to try therapy online right away. To me, having someone is so much better than having nobody at all when you really need it. BetterHelp can be more affordable than traditional therapy, and financial aid is also available. You can usually communicate in as little as 48 hours, and it's available worldwide. You can log in at any time to message your therapist and get timely responses, and you can also schedule weekly video or phone sessions if you prefer that. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today, so visit betterhelp.com/Chloe Rose, that's better HELP, and join over 2 million people taking charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional, and see if BetterHelp is a good match for you. You deserve to prioritize your mental health this year, so get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Chloe Rose.
Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I have like 2 flexi sport desks, because one I use for filming, I use one in here. But I use this standing desk because my brother is 6'4" and he kind of hunches over when he's packaging things. I felt really bad. Yeah, this standing desk is awesome because you can just like lift it. Is this the most convenient like packaging process? Probably not. I also have my vacuum on here for some reason. I'm just going to go ahead and sign a bunch of these because most of them need to be shipped off pretty quickly. I have a very specific method as to how I like to send these out once I've signed them. I like to make sure they're in tissue paper. I just like to fold it. And then we tape. Running a business is really hard because not only do you have to get the products, you have to actually have them manufactured and find the manufacturers, and then you also have to have all of the packaging supplies and make sure you've got everything that it can be sent out in. And the amount of times I've run out of things is ridiculous. And then I just push the ends in, kind of like that. And boom, there you go, like a fancy little parchment. So I have a lot of unfulfilled at the moment that we're gonna go through. My brother will take care of a lot of these, but I wanna do this one because there's 6 things in here. Okay, so she got 2 of the 5-piece mint paintbrush sets. She got 2 small filberts. She got 1 Starry Night and 1 Artist Fact holographic, so that's a fun order. 2 of these sets right here, we're gonna package those up, but she also ordered 2 of these. So she's got a nice Good set of paintbrushes there. One of these, and she also ordered one of these. So it fits perfectly inside this box. And then you want a second one. So the box perfectly fits the two. And then when we have stickers, we put them in some little glassine bags. I'm also going to put in a pin. I'm going to start randomly putting in these pins just for random orders because I don't sell them right now and I'm not sure if I'll ever put them back on my website, but they can just be like giveaway products. Nice. Okay, let's print the label. So I was getting a lot of requests to make this as a sticker, so I just placed my order. I use Sticker Mule. They're really, really good for those kind of vinyl stickers that are really long lasting and waterproof. I put my order through and I've just had a proof already. What's really good about them is they send you a proof of the sticker before they actually send it out so you can approve it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I just got back from taking Merlin here to the vet earlier. I thought he had like a parasite or something. I would be letting him lick my face if he did, trust me. Got a really upset stomach, which isn't unusual for him because this boy can't eat chicken or beef or anything basically that's meat. He has to eat salmon-based everything. He cannot have anything chicken or any other beef or meat or anything. The difference is Merlin had an accident inside the house and Merlin is completely house trained. He never has accidents inside. So for him, he must have felt pretty desperate because it was overnight and it's completely clear according to the vet. So he must have just eaten a piece of chicken somewhere. That's my guess. Did you eat some chicken? Did you eat? Oh, you look quite guilty. So I filmed a video yesterday. Well, I filmed the intro of my video yesterday and part of the process of the painting. So I'm going to be painting, big spoiler, on license plates. I bought this in like an antique store. I have like an Alabama, I have an Ohio because I have friends that live there. And then I got like an Indiana because Stranger Things. Basically, I want to make a video where I paint those license plates to look like the state they're from because a lot of those like basic default plates are kind of boring. So I spent a while yesterday filming the intro, talking about it, as well as actually drawing on my iPad to mock up the designs. So this is my studio setup when I'm filming. I don't think I ever showed you this, but I have a little shelf here with some of my Disney stuff on there. I've got to find a better system than this. The camera is taped to the pole. There's this big baby. He loves to be cuddled. He looks at me every single evening when I'm sat on the couch and he just goes and looks at me because he wants me to pick him up, don't you? Okay, so I just got off a phone call with the people that do my bookkeeping. This is a whole new thing to me because usually I would just like hand all of my statements over to my accountant and they would sort it, but I got a new accountant this year and he suggested I work with this company that does bookkeeping and he works with them as well and they kind of like coordinate and it just makes taxes easier. They're so good. I so wish that a couple of years ago I knew to do this because obviously bookkeeping gets done regardless, but with this I feel like I'm more on top of it because every single month they go through all of my statements, they look at things that are business expenses, what's income, what's profit, and they basically go through all of my statements and they mark things that should be there to be taxed or things that shouldn't be taxed. That way it makes my life easier because I used to go to the accountant with my statements, everything highlighted that was a business expense in one color and everything that was profit in another color of highlighter, and it was just a nightmare, and this just takes it off of me completely because they basically go through it for me every single month, and if they're ever confused about something, they just talk to me once a month and then we figure it out together, and then that's it. It's 5:30 now. I'm gonna do some editing now, and then I'm going to tomorrow start to package some more stuff with my brother. So yeah, see you tomorrow.
So yeah, this is what I've come up with. Obviously, some of these need a bit more fixing, but yeah, these I think would make for a fun sticker sheet for Christmas time. I probably should be working more on Halloween stickers, but I mean, Christmas is my favorite time of year, so I was just kind of excited to start planning those. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know if you've got any ideas for other ones I can do. Leave a comment down below. Maybe I'll just do like a collection of these little marshmallow snowmen.
So my brother is here. I only just moved everything into this room a few weeks ago. We're still kind of figuring out where to put things when they're packaged. So when we have anything like finished, we usually put it on the shelf here. But it's still a little bit like we're working it out. We're trying to find the best workflow for him because, as I said, he's 6'4", so the standing table is really helpful. I'm going to start bringing in some boxes because our packaging currently goes here, and we're nearly out of boxes. So let me show you my secret stash of boxes. So this is where I used to keep them. As you can see, I have a lot of boxes. These need to go. These are also the remaining mugs that need to go into the front room as well. Hello, Merlin. Hello, this is now Merlin's room. You can see he's messed the rug up. We found some bigger boxes. I thought we'd run out of these, so I'm really happy. My AC unit keeps messing up. It keeps like overflowing with water, and luckily my dad's always on top of it for me and helps me with it when it does it, but I can't find the shop vac vacuum to empty out the water from the pan. So it's filled with water, which is, I don't know why it does that. Why did it I'm so confused. Can you hear that? The AC's working, I fixed it. Thank you very much. I've been very busy this week talking to manufacturers and planning future artwork and products for the store. I've actually been in contact with my brush manufacturer because I'm thinking of doing a more beginner / intermediate level paintbrush set, because the one I currently sell is like a professional standard paintbrush set. The fibers are very, very high quality. It can be used for oils, watercolors, acrylics, etc. But I've used my fair share of cheaper paintbrushes before as well, especially when I was a beginner and I didn't want to pay out for more expensive brushes. I do try to keep my paintbrushes at a reasonable price based on what they cost me to be made. I know the manufacturer actually makes the same brand of paintbrushes as a very popular paintbrush brand, and my brushes are actually priced less than those paintbrush brands are, so I just try to keep it as reasonable as I can based on what it is. But I know that there's probably a lot of beginner artists out there and intermediate level artists that want a complete brush set that will work for them without having to buy a professional standard set, because, you know, sometimes you don't want to start off with the most fancy paintbrushes. So I am actually hopefully going to be receiving some paintbrush handle samples from my manufacturer, because I'm trying to decide on what colors I would make those paintbrushes. And then I need to decide on like a synthetics. I personally, for the cheaper paintbrushes, I like those white synthetic brushes and the orange kind of paintbrushes. So yeah, we'll see what color handles they have. I'm excited to receive them. I'll probably get them on Monday or Tuesday now. We're gonna kind of try and work on a set and then just see what we can come up with. I'm also on the fence. I might do a few Halloween sticker ideas, or at least 1 or 2 sticker ideas for Halloween. I know it's kind of quickly approaching now. I don't have
too much longer, and especially with going back to the UK in October, it's going to make it a little bit difficult. But my brother is the person that mostly helps run my shop, so he will still be able to come over and package everything, so it's not like I have to close my store or anything. I try to make sure that I order a lot of product so that it doesn't sell out and I don't have to keep opening and closing the shop all the time. That's kind of what I don't want to be doing, so I like to keep it up all the time if I can. So this is my current set. It has a big, they call this an oval brush, but I mean, it's basically a large filbert to me. I love filbert brushes. These are what I call filberts. I actually have 3 filberts in my paintbrush set because they're my favorite brushes to use. And I also have an angle brush and a rounded brush, because this right here is what I like to call the complete set of paintbrushes, because these are the paintbrushes that I use most. These are the ones that I feel, if you're making an art piece, for me personally, this is all I would need. But yeah, these are the professional standard brushes. I actually use the same manufacturer as a well-known paintbrush brand. I'm not going to disclose which one, but I was kind of told what those paintbrushes retail at, and I tried to price mine to actually be less than that. But yeah, I am trying really hard to set up a beginner paintbrush line. I think it's going to be really fun, but I'm not sure. If you paint, let me know in the comments what your favorite style of paintbrushes are. And I just remembered I actually have some Etsy orders, and I've been having so much trouble with Etsy. I don't know why, but I have been. We have lots of stickers on Etsy. With my stickers, to keep the shipping price down, I just literally put them in a regular envelope like this with like a backing card, and then I literally just like stamp it up. I have some cool Disney stamps at the moment. I wanted to keep these, but I ran out of other stamps, so I'm having to use my precious Disney villain stamps, but oh well. It just helps allow me to keep the price of them down, so I don't think anyone minds. My brother was a machine today. He's got all of these packaged up, ready to go out tomorrow. I've just learned there is a Crayola teddy bear at Build-A-Bear that I want to get for a video. Apparently this was the last one. I need to get these boxes over here shipped out to those of you who've ordered. Thank you so much for all of your patience. It means a lot. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this more behind the scenes vloggy type video. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.